he said, I've got this story I want to tell. I've been researching my family tree about my uncle, Gregory. And at that point, he started to explain the story about how his uncle had been in the Cadre movement, and a journey about change and what happens sometimes, and if change is not always what you expect it to be. And we've gone through 9 drafts of the play. We did a reading in the unsung run of this play that he'd been working on. So Cadre had its first outing 2 years ago, and then through a series of drafts and another series of readings at Chicago Shakespeare Theatre, we've ended up going into rehearsal in January to world premiere in Chicago in February, and then now to be bringing it to the Market Theatre, and then we will be touring it onwards afterwards internationally.
What particularly attracts you to the work?
Oh, I mean, I'm a producer predominantly of new writing, so the thing that attracts me is good writing, and in Omphile's writing there is something really special. It's very unique. He connects with themes in a wonderful way that makes it accessible to many audiences. We've come actually between Cadre opening in Chicago and now at the Market. We've actually just done a run of Unsung at the Adelaide International Festival, and it's been amazing taking that South African story there all about displacement, because an audience is able to connect with that in an incredible way. And I think with Cadre, with what's been going on around the world, with Libya and the changes that have been happening in Iraq and in Egypt, even Northern Ireland, I think there's themes in this play that will connect with many, many audiences.
Would you say that one can learn from the past, that it has such lessons for us going into the future?
I think absolutely. I mean, I think that's a powerful thing. I think actually theatre as a medium has a strong responsibility and actually a wonderful way of doing that, because actually there's as many themes or connections you can draw in a story from wherever that is in the world, and actually sometimes input that into your own life. And I think there's many lessons to be learnt, and theatre being a live medium is actually able to do that in sometimes a very thrilling and very exhilarating way.
And how excited are you? This is really a Chicago work.
Yeah.
To be putting it on in Africa.
Oh, I mean, it's a wonderful collaboration. It's actually a collaboration between the UK, where I'm based, Chicago, and South Africa. And look, the art of great theatre comes out of collaboration, and I think what we've got here is a wonderful group of collaborative artists who've come together and made something that I hope is very exciting. And we had an amazing run in Chicago, and it sort of showed us that this play will work in many, many different places. And in a sense, I suppose you might call that our out-of-town tryout if we were doing a big sort of Broadway production. That kind of gave us the run-in to now take it to South Africa and share it with many more audiences here.
Yeah, and do the lines in the work mean more to you because you're here?
Oh, I think so. I mean, it's been fascinating watching it. We're still at the very early stages, but we actually did a performance today to students, school children who came in to see the show. And, I mean, they are the toughest audiences because they'll tell you exactly what they think if they're interested or not. And you couldn't actually hear them, miss a beat. They were absolutely engaged by it. And so it certainly showed that we're on the right page with it. And, it's a great responsibility, this story, to be able to come and tell it correctly. And I think we hopefully have served the play as well as we possibly can, which, of course, is one of the key responsibilities of being a producer.